My name is Rachel, and today I'm announcing round 13 of our Golden Girls Readathon. This round will be a murder mystery round, meaning that someone has been killed and we have to solve the crime. It's very much like the game of Clue. However, if you've played with me before, the rules are going to be a little different this time, so definitely continue watching. So basically, this Readathon will run from October 13th through the 28th, and I'll reveal the correct solution on a live show on October 29th to see who got the solution correct. Now, how are you going to do this? This year, instead of just trying to complete the card, we're actually going to submit guesses in groups of 3 like we would if we were playing Clue. So there is a Google form on our Readathon website, which I'll link down below, where after you finish 3 books to complete a guess, you submit the guess, and then you just repeat as many times as you'd like before we do the live show solution. You cannot double up on prompts because it wouldn't really work out well for this. So basically, you can't read one book and get an entire guess. You've got to read 3 books to get a guess. But you can repeat a card if you want to use it in another guess. So for instance, if you think it's Blanche, the living room, and the cake knife, you read those 3 prompts, you get a guess. If you want to use Blanche again, you'll just do Blanche's prompt again with a different book, and then you can use her again. But you can't read the same book for Blanche, living room, and cake knife. So I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll try to explain it again. But basically, we're just doing groups of 3 for our guesses. And also new this year, every time you submit a guess, meaning you've read 3 books and you're submitting 1 guess, you will have 1 entry for a grand prize that I'm going to be offering this year. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be yet, but it's going to involve Golden Girls and books. I can tell you that. So every time you pick a guess, a person, a place, and an item, you submit a guess, you get an entry. And then, like I said, repeat it as often as you'd like. Now, if you have a Golden Girls ticket from the summer, if you were one of the winners of the summer round, you can pick any card on the board and replace the prompt I've created with a freebie prompt, meaning anytime you use that card in a guess, you can pick your own book for that prompt. So let's say Blanche. You want to take away the prompt for Blanche and replace it with freebie. Anytime you guess Blanche, you'll be able to read a freebie. I think that's pretty much all of the directions. Again, you're going to pick one from each category, submit it to the form, that's your guess, and you get 1 entry. Now, you also will get 10 bonus entries if you end up guessing the correct solution. So if you're one of the ones who has a correct solution, you automatically get 10 entries into the giveaway, and you also get a brand new Golden Girls ticket to use in the summer edition, meaning you'll get a freebie prompt for that as well. So if you have any questions about how this is going to run, definitely let me know. Other than that, though, let's jump into the board and see what the prompts are. Now, I did make them very vague so that you can read what you want to this month. I know there's a lot of readathons going on. It's spooky season, so I really wanted to leave it kind of vague to where you could fit in other TBRs with this as well, and we could still have fun to try to make it less stressful. So for the suspects, we have Blanche with the paperback, because I feel like that's what Blanche always reads, usually romances. Next, we have Dorothy with an ebook. While these weren't popular during the Golden Girls times, I feel like if any of the 4 would read an ebook, it is definitely Dorothy. Rose with the hardback. I picture picture book hardbacks for Rose. I could see her reading with a group of kids and having a great time. Sophia's an audiobook. I'm not sure if she ever actually listened to an audiobook on the show, but we do see her listening often to the radio and to games and different things. We see her with a Walkman, so I thought if anybody's doing audiobooks, it's probably Sophia. And our special suspect this round is Uncle Angelo, and he is a borrowed book. So this could be a book from the library, a book you borrowed from a friend, etc. For the crime scene, these are all colors that you find on the cover. And again, this can just be a color that's on the cover. It doesn't have to be the overwhelming only color on the cover. So for the living room, we're going with orange on the cover because of the couch. In the kitchen, we're going with white on the cover because of the kitchen set, the chairs and the table they use. Blanche's room is green on the cover because of the greenery as her decoration, the palm leaves. The lanai, I went with red cover because of the bricks on their lanai outside, and then because of Sophia's room, it's got a lot of blue in it. Blue on the cover. And then for our weapons, we have a cake knife, which has a weapon on the cover somewhere. String of Pearls is a book in a series. It can be the first book, the last book, a middle book, whatever. Antique vase, we're going to go with an antique book. Again, that's up for interpretation. You can do the oldest book on your TBR. You can do the first book that was published on your TBR, especially if you have like a classic. You can do a historical fiction. Maybe it feels antique-y. I don't know. Up for interpretation. For Silk Robe, it's going to be a book that has a dust jacket on it. And for Telephone Cord, it's going to be a book that has been calling to you. So just a book that you've been wanting to read lately. This will work for Telephone Cord. So again, what you're going to do is you're going to pick a suspect like Blanche and then read a paperback. You're going to pick a crime scene like The Living Room, read a book with an orange cover, and then pick a weapon like Cake Knife and read a weapon on the cover. Complete the form, repeat, 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 and then on the 29th, we'll do a little brief live show to reveal the correct solution. I'm so excited to see how this works. This gives us a lot more to work with, I feel like. So let me know down below if you're planning on participating. Let me know down below if you have any questions, and I'm so excited to be reading with you again this October. So thanks for watching. I'll see you again in a video soon. Bye!